Good evening and welcome to tonight's broadcast of the Total Nonstop Racing League here at Talladega Super Speedway. It's the Welts Clothing Doubleheader, and it's all part of the Speed iRacing series, working alongside the folks at Total Nonstop Racing. Joining me in the booth, as always, is Joe. I am Bob, and Joe, tonight's race, or, well, races, are going to be an absolute blast and must watch racing tonight.
Oh, absolutely. It's Talladega. This is usually one is chaotic and then one is not so chaotic, but in recent races, both have been chaotic. So,
In the absolute best way possible, too, mind you. Some absolutely fantastic racing on the docket for tonight. A couple of twin 30-lap races here at Talladega, which means you don't got to worry about anything. Don't have to worry about fuel saving or anything like that. Just go and see what you can do. And, well, going is exactly what I think these drivers are going to be doing. I would say let's jump on board for a full lap around Talladega Super Speedway, but, well, you already kind of know what this racing here entails. As we get our first set of drivers across the start-finish line. Not really going to tell you much because you cross the start-finish line immediately coming off of pit road. So these first batch of laps isn't exactly going to mean anything. But now that the field is up to speed, now that they're in the draft, look to see some of these drivers who are kind of trailing by themselves but have a big enough gap in front of them to really pick up time. Right now we're riding on board with the 53 of Justin Melillo, and he may be a driver to keep an eye out for this lap. He's got a sniff of the draft just in front of him. He's got some cars a little bit further back behind him. This could be a recipe for a pretty quick lap, so let's see how he does. As Jeremy Knut goes top of the board, now Ryan Newman with a 52.4. Rest of the field flying by on screen. Anthony DeBarro goes fastest with a 51.7. As this is group qualifying here at TNR, as it always is. And this is one of those things where these drivers really need to keep an eye out as qualifying goes on, because even if you make contact, you get what's called a 0 incident point. So basically it just says, hey, you made contact. As soon as you get that incident point, that negates whatever lap time you were putting in. So you have to like push the air of the car in front of you instead of actually physically pushing them.
a concept I would know nothing about while racing.
DeBarro continues on his pole time. There's Shane Ewing in the number 32, so far running P2, with Manazzi Major in that 82 Sprite machine currently running P3. Jamar Dumas leading the pack. He's actually in fourth. So just about 1 minute remaining here, so the drivers will be able to complete this lap and probably get a second lap in through all of this. As the field flies by the inside of the 99 machine of Philip Scott. A couple of drivers just pulling off the racetrack here. Here's Josiah Vincent in the number 2 Bass Pro Shops machine. Just behind Jeremy Knut. Jason Shu jumping into the mix here as well in the 3 Kyle Busch Tribute. Man, look at that run that the 28 has. Making it 3 wide. The Dizzy drivers looking like they want to try to get down on pit road. They can't. DeBarro looking to best his time. All the drivers coming across the line. Huge wreck. And, well, at least this is qualifying.
Well, since it's qualifying, I could say it. Look at who's on top.
Ace House, even after wrecking, he puts in the fastest lap of the session at a 50.724. Only a couple other drivers out on the track for now as Robert Tripp heads down pit road to practice his way. Justin Melillo down there as well. And that's the one thing these drivers are going to have to work on, is practicing getting onto pit road. You do not want to speed, especially here at Talladega, because the second you speed, you lose the pack, you lose the draft, and you're basically hoping and praying for a caution.
Yeah, that's a big one with these types of tracks, right? It's all about staying in the draft. Don't lose it. If you do, hope a yellow pops up.
Yeah, the good old drafting tracks here. As let's take a look now at the starting lineup for tonight's race. The first of two races here, as your pole sitter is this guy, the driver of the number 47 machine, Ace House. Large field here tonight. On pole is House with a lap time of 50.724. Ethan Amberg on his outside. Row number 2, we see Martin Plute and Justin Melillo. With row number 3, the Dizzy Motorsports gang of Anthony DeBarro and Shane Ewing. Row number 4, we have Munatsi Major as well as Cody Hutchinson. And row number 5, we see DJ McAteer and Scott Leonard. Row number 6 has Jamar Dumas and Nick Simpson. Row number 7, Josiah Vincent, Philip Scott, with Joey Barrett and Jeremy Canute making up row number 8. Row number 9, we see this 15 machine of Ryan Newman, as well as the 35 of Robert Tripp. Row 10 is Jason Shue and Adam Stewart, with Eric Jeffrey and Stan Hausman, row number 11. Row number 12 is Tim Branson and Samuel Andrews, and fitting as rounding out the end of our field, the driver in his final set of races here at the Total Nonstop Racing League. Real, just absolutely incredible driver, incredible person, Garrett Gleason, rounding out our end of field. Garrett has recently announced his retirement from TNR, and going to be taking care of some personal things, and it's just definitely going to miss seeing that number 7 machine out there on the track. Garrett has been the lifeblood of the Total Nonstop Racing League for years. I mean, back in 2006, 2007, so almost 20 years now, I've known Garrett on and off for, iRacing, NASCAR Racing 2003, even in the PlayStation days as well. So, definitely not a goodbye. As Garrett has even said, this is more of a WWE retirement where they'll pull him back eventually, I'm sure. As you see the starting lineup roll across the top of your screen, this is going to be a fun first set of races. 30 laps here at Talladega. The field's going to take a little break, hit the restroom, have some practice, qualify again, and then line up for a second race as soon as this race is finished. 25 cars out on the circuit. Field now in the hands of the driver of the number 47 machine, Ace House. House and Amberg side by side, getting ready to go green into the restart zone. They go. Green flag is in the air, and we are racing here at Talladega. Ethan Amberg slots in behind the driver of the 47 machine. As we are underway, the field getting ready to climb back up through the gears and get ready to roll side by side a little bit further back. That's Scott Leonard on the outside, DJ McAteer here on the inside. DeBarro trying to work his way around the field on the outside. He's going to pick up the 82 behind him, as well as the 32 of Shane Ewing. Big push here coming on the outside line. Meanwhile, out front, Ace House has the lead over the 14 of Ethan Amberg. And Joe, right now, we're just kind of seeing everyone feeling the car out.
Yeah, I mean, race and practice are always very different, right? Practice is you mess around, kind of push the car, crash it. race, I was like, okay, let's not do what I was doing in practice.
I learned all the ways to not do something. Time to do the opposite. Yeah, I think that's the perfect way to do it, where you learned how to not drive in practice. And this will be something too. There's really no need to fuel save or anything like that. These drivers are going to go hard out this whole race. In the chat, Guilty Spark cheering on DJ McAteer, Jamar Dumas, and Nick Simpson. Cast Iron Kyle also popping in to say hi.
Howdy.
Side by side out front. Amberg gets pushed up to the point. Let's see if he's going to slot back down in front of Ace House or if he's going to ride the train getting pushed by Anthony DeBarro. He does go down low. That's going to open the door for Anthony DeBarro to hop in front.
That 82 spray machine sticking real close.
Yeah, major all over the back bumper of Anthony DeBarro. Oh, look at this, the 31 of Corey Hutchinson. Where did he come from? All over the back bumper of the 82. As we ride on board here with the 31. Big pack of cars here. 25 strong here racing tonight in race number 1.
Love to see the big packs.
Taking a look at the weather for tonight's race. Nice 80-degree day. A little windy as well, 7-mile-an-hour wind. But some beautiful, beautiful weathers now. The 82 looking to block the top line. Getting a big push coming from the 14 of Amberg. And here comes Dizzy Motorsports. That looks like the 82 is going to be stuck in the middle. 53 is going to come catch and get them back in line. Now the 27 has the 24 of McAteer at the top side. Looks like Adam Stewart having a little bit of a blink. A little squirrely there in the middle. That's the 19 of Scott Leonard getting sideways.
Looks like Scott's trying to move up too on the top.
Yeah, and Philip's one of those drivers that he's even said that these super speedways are not his bread and butter. And he just kind of gets caught up in other people's mistakes. Good looking pack of cars here. As looks like the top 17 drivers all in one pack. The second pack led by Ryan Newman is 18th on back. Joe, I don't know about you, but I'm definitely the kind of drivers. Oh, Jason Shue gets a little squirrely through the tri-oval. But Joe, I don't know about you. I'm the kind of driver that if I'm racing out here, I am much more comfortable back here waiting for something to, something stupid to happen and then capitalize.
Yeah. The thing is, I'm something stupid. This is the problem.
You know what? That is fair. Oh, big push there from the 82. A blink from the 31. Don't they know there's still 24 laps remaining. Driver's best laps are 51 and change. So last time by, everyone did about the same. 51 eighths, 52 flats. Somewhere all in that ballpark. As Joe, looks like Philip Scott has fallen back down to 20th currently. But I think that was one of those moments where he's like, you know what? I saw what I could do. Let me try to back up here.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think he got caught up on that top lane and just couldn't slot back in.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking as well. Is, you know, now both packs have caught up together. So now this is definitely more of a, you know, just a single pack out there. Garrett Gleason, the only driver who has lost the draft thus far. And oh, trouble. Trouble out on the racetrack, looking like an issue for the 24 of DJ McAteer.
I don't see damage. No, the hop's not good, though.
Nope. Well, I think there's our problem. Oh, hard collision. That was certainly something interesting there. I want to see what the cause of that was. Looked like that might have been a bit of a wonky push. Let's keep an eye there on that Lucas Oil machine, the 24 car. Oh, Canute, big push into the 15. And, oh, wicked ride for McAteer. And McAteer just has not had any good luck this season.
Yeah, no. He's like Ace House, except we never have to say anything. It just happens.
So a tough break there for Canute, Tripp, and McAteer.
The good news is, this is the next race coming up.
Exactly. So the 87 was spinning his wheels a little bit there. Crew's trying to go to work, getting any sort of damage fixed there from those drivers. We're working our first caution here, just about halfway here in race number 1 of the weltsclothing.com doubleheader. Make sure you check them out online, weltsclothing.com. Really, really cool stuff. Got a couple of shirts, got a pair of shorts and a hat from them. Let's see if anyone decides to head down pit road. They do not. Looks like a little bit further back, we see the 39 of Stan Hausman. Jason Shue, who was caught up in that incident, as well as the 133 of Eric Jeffrey. I will say, biggest winner of this caution is this guy, Garrett Gleason. He was about 15 seconds or so behind the field. So he's going to be able to catch back up to everyone.
Yeah.
And in the chat, Jeremy Knut saying, yep, that's on me. I just didn't check up for the incident. So, tough break there. So the field working our first caution of the evening. Pit road likely closed for the drivers who elected to not pit. And Joe, this is one of those races where, all right, yellow flag came out. You can kind of relax, take a little breather. It's got to be tough to be like, okay, cool. Getting back into it, have to pay more attention now after just kind of slacking off for the last few minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Especially the way I race, where it's like, focus, 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 focus. It's like, ooh, pretty butterfly.
Ooh, shiny.
Yeah.
Squirrel.
You know what I should do right now? Adjust my pedals and my steering wheel.
Oh, wait, we're going green? So it looks like Garrett was saying that he was trying to find... we do have confirmation as to why Garrett had fallen back so far in that first run. And Garrett had said that he was trying to clear a black flag on lap 1. And his keybinds were all gone. And he tried to type and totally effed up.
You know, that'll do it.
So, luckily, all should be well. And we should see that Coleman's Care machine fighting up towards the front of the field.
Yeah. For a second there, you said he lost, and then you didn't follow up, and I was like, yeah, fourth gear?
He lost his keybinds. In the chat, Justin Malillo says, that's my secret. I never pay attention. Justin currently running P6, mind you. And Martin Plute says, yes, is the guy with a 5K I rating. So the pace car pulls off the field under the command of Ethan Amberg. On his outside, he's got Anthony DeBarro. Green flag is in the air. The 27 looks like he might have spun the tires a little bit. That's going to let Amberg jump out in front. And we're back green. 18 laps remaining here at Dega.
I was going to say, is he going to cross over, try to slow him down? Absolutely.
Big push here for the 27. I think what DeBarro's looking to do is try to push the 14 out as far as possible, lay back, get a run on the outside line, and shoot around the 14. Almost on cue. There it is.
Like you watch racing or something. Oh no!
Oh, big incident back there. Somehow everyone's able to keep it going in the right direction.
Wild.
What in the world was that? Let's take a quick look here at the Tabletop Trio replay. As that was certainly
wild
something.
It was wild that they saved it.
Let's take another look here at the 92 of Tim Branson. Big check up there. Him, Josiah Vincent, somehow they all... That was the biggest wreck I've seen where people didn't wreck.
Yeah. I didn't know you could lock up that sideways that hard, that long, and then be fine.
Right? Oh, big push there from the 53. That gets the 82 a little squirrely. Now I have a new set of cars up front. That's Major as well as Malillo. Shane Ewing on the outside. Dizzy Motorsports row 2. Big push from Ewing coming to the 53. Uh-oh. And trouble. Adam Stewart goes for a ride. The WeltsClothing.com machine. A couple of cars cutting through the grass as well. Let's take a look. It was back here. And just a bad push there from the 62. The 4 may have came down the track a little bit. Yeah, interested to see what had happened there. Let's ride on board with the 4. Yeah, just everyone kind of came together. Great save, though, by the 4 to not hit anything.
Yeah. That's one of those moments where you're spinning and you can't see anything going on to your left. It's like, oh, don't let there be another car. Don't let there be another car.
Yeah, please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me.
Yeah.
As you say over and over again.
Especially if you have a VR headset. Oh, last thing you want to do is spin in VR. Ask me how I know, Bob.
Yeah. Between that or the last thing you need is having one of those iRacing tire glitches where the car turns into a top. I've had that where I was almost sent to the, well, pretty much sent to the moon in the Legends cars.
I see a gaggle of cars pitting.
Yeah, first set of cars coming down pit road here. Trying to get a good camera angle of these cars. Scott Leonard, Nick Simpson, Josiah Vincent, Jason Shue, Adam Stewart, Eric Jeffrey, Tim Branson, Garrett Gleason, Jeremy Knute, Robert Tripp, also all down on pit road. But right now up front, the 53 of Justin Melillo. Melillo in the chat saying, yeah, it's called inflation. Talking about Plut's shot at him having a 5K I rating.
All you have to do is like add a 0 to mine. I'd be close. Maybe 2 zeros.
I was going to say, I am somewhere around a 2,800 in oval. And yeah, I think that's the highest I've ever been. Trying to make it my goal next iRacing season to crack the 3K. But we'll see.
I hope by the next season my racing rig will be ready.
Quick look through the field. Anthony DeBarro currently in 4th. Martin Plut running in 5th. 6th place, we see Ethan Amberg with Corey Hutchinson in 7th. Joey Barrett running in 8th. Ace House in 9th. Philip Scott 10th. Ryan Newman just behind him in 11th. Samuel Andrews running in 12th. Jamar Dumas in 13th. There's Stan Hausman, Beer Street Journal machine, currently in 15th, with Nick Simpson in 16th. Tim Branson, Jason Shu, Garrett Gleason currently running in 20th. Adam Stewart, there's Eric Jeffrey in 22nd. Jeremy Knute, Robert Tripp, and DJ McAteer all either out of the race or currently sitting on pit road. In the chat, Martin Plute saying Justin's I rating is too damn high. Jeremy Knute saying he is out of the race with just too much damage and he's just kind of hanging out waiting for race number 2. Saying that he's just frustrated for not reacting to the checkup in front of him. And Justin comes back saying it's a 2K disguised as a 5K. Or is it 2.5 2K standing on top of one another in a trench coat? That's my question.
2K disguised as a 5K is me every time I run for any long amount of time. Definitely ran a 5K. Totally.
Yep. Oh, yeah, definitely. Meanwhile, pace truck pulls off, field in the command of the 53 of Melillo. Green flag is in the air. He gets a great jump. And we're back racing here at Talladega. 13 laps remaining. And we'll see how this one goes for the field. Big push coming there. The Dizzy Motorsports teammates linked up. That's Anthony DeBarro and the 32 of Shane Ewing. 53 and the 82 go up to block. Dizzy Motorsports looking to drop down low. They get the 82 to switch. 53 split up. Big push there. Great save by the 53 of Melillo. Three wide action here towards the front of the field.
I was going to say, are we going to stay 3 wide? And it seems the answer is yes.
That is for sure. Bunch of cars 3 wide. The 67 looking to give a push. The 53 gets to the outside of the 82. Not going to have much help, but that may not matter. They're 3 wide for the lead down the back straightaway. Tonight's camera is brought to you by our friends at Track Cams 4 Gourmets. Check them out online, trackcams22.com. Joe Barrett snags the outside wall, but is able to stay in at 3 wide from third on back, 3 by 3 by 3. Looks like the start of the Indy 500. Meanwhile, out front, 81 of Martin Plute jumping ahead. He's got Hutchinson just behind him, leading that center lane. That's the 82 of Menanzi Major. And on his outsides, the 53 of Justin Melillo. He's got Ethan Amberg pushing him. Plenty of room for 3 wide, plenty of room for 4 wide. Heck, they could probably do 5 wide if they really wanted to.
No, let's not.
Come on, it'll be fun.
Yeah, for about 8 seconds.
Good enough for me. Big pack here, 10 laps remaining. This looks like 3 cars have fallen off the back of the pack. Gleason, Simpson, and Dumas back there. But meanwhile, out front, side by side for second, big push from the 53 to the 99. coming in, 9 to go. The field still racing fairly calm as we're side by side. Looks like a third lane trying to develop. Not quite a whole lot going on yet, as the Disney Motorsports drivers running towards the front of the field, but they've fallen back to about mid-pack, but they've linked up once again, 27 to 32, looking to push their way forward. Up front, Martin Plute, Philip Scott side by side. Couple of big pushes there.
We talked about Scott. Not really his forte, but here we are.
Yeah, and he even said, a couple of years ago he got, almost for lack of a better phrase, a win that he stole here at Talladega towards the end of the season. As, trouble, 32, Shane Ewing, he goes sideways into the 2 of Josiah Vincent. I don't know how everyone kept that one straight. Let's take another look at that, because it looked like a push gone weird on the 32. He shot sideways. Let's take a look here. Watch this blue and yellow 32 machine. He's got his teammate Anthony DeBarro there. Just a weird push. He caught the 2 and the 133. But everyone able to keep going in the right direction, and no one spun, which is even more remarkable.
Yeah.
Wow. However, Ewing back down to 17th and lost the back of the pack. Martin Plute, big check up there. Well, after that big non-wreck, the energy in the pack really has kind of dwindled, but with 6 laps to go, it's only going to start ramping back up. DeBarro trying to find a dancing partner there with the 81 of Plute, decides against it. Now Plute gets hung out a little bit. They'll get picked up by the 82. Meanwhile, out front, Melillo and Amberg with Philip Scott and Ryan Newman all controlling this field. If we're going to see some movement in the pack, we're going to see it from these guys back here. The top 4, I think, would be more apt to just kind of hang out and ride. But the guys towards the back of this little pull away group, they're going to be the ones trying to make moves, get aggressive, do some more pushes, have some blocks. There's the 99 of Philip Scott throwing a block. He's going to jump in front of the train. And just like that, we went from single file to 2 deep.
Crazy, the back and forth weave.
Yeah, and that's all just air pushing the cars. Inside the car, you don't feel like you're really moving that much side by side. A little side draft action there from the other drivers. And the best way to kind of describe what side drafting feels like in the car is drive down the highway and then have a semi-truck fly by you on the left side, and how it feels like you almost hit this wall of air when the semi drives past you. That's side drafting. Literally taking the air on your car and throwing it on the car next to you slows them down and lets you keep driving forward.
I'm sure everybody's been driving next to an 18-wheeler doing 70, 75, and you get that big gust of wind off of them.
Yep. That is exactly what side drafting is. Coming now, 3 laps remaining here in race number 1 of the WeltsClothing.com doubleheader. We are going to have a second race just after this one. Front pack now not really super buttoned up as Ace House splits the middle. Martin Plute left out to dry. Adam Stewart behind his Ace Motorsports teammate. He's got Anthony Tabarro all over his back bumper. 2 laps remaining. A little bit of side-to-side contact with the 47. But a big push here coming from Tabarro onto the 4 of Adam Stewart. Stewart jumps out to the top side, slots back down in the middle. Martin Plute to the top. Meanwhile, out front, Justin Melillo and the 82 of Minanci Major. Nose to tail with Ethan Amberg just behind him. Philip Scott, Ryan Newman, your top 5. Jason Shue trying to get a piece of the action, but looks like the top 7 drivers all nose to tail. Anthony Tabarro sticks out, trying to get something going. White flag this time by 1 more lap to go. You don't need friends anymore. You're going to try to go for it here. Melillo to the point, looking in the mirror, waiting for a move to happen. Major able to get down there, but the 53 shuts the door. Now to the top side, Major goes. He's going to have some help from Ryan Newman and Anthony Tabarro. Two by two.
Nope. There's a couple, but they're still going in the front.
It's like 1 car in the grass. That was Ace House, but here they come out of turn number 4. Still plenty of racing to go. Major looks to block up top. Here comes Anthony Tabarro down low at the line, crashing as they go. Minanci Major is going to get the win in race number 1.
That's finish.
Wow. That was a fun one. So our top 3, Minanci Major, Anthony Tabarro, and Ethan Amberg. Absolutely incredible.
Still driving backwards.
Major looks to burn it down across the start-finish line. We'll see if we could start moving some of these drivers over to the interview waiting room. But we shall certainly see. What a finish, though, for race number 1. As Joe, I believe you've caught up with our 3rd place driver, Ethan Amberg.
Hey, Ethan, congratulations on the podium finish. Getting a podium at Talladega is never really a given. How do you feel about where you ended up on this first race with how chaotic it is here?
That was a lot of fun. Can't talk today. Talladega is always going to be super chaotic. That race was a ton of fun. We were dicing it up front there for most of the race. I feel like most of the field probably was. Just judging by the bird's eye view of the broadcast I got in the corner of my eye here. But it looked like that race was a lot of fun. Felt like it was a lot of fun behind the wheel and looking forward to doing it again.
Now, as you said, super speedway racing is completely different out here in iRacing. How do you mentally prepare for this kind of race?
For this one, I didn't really think about it too hard. You just got to go in with an open mind, accept that whatever happens is what's going to happen. You can't go into it with too much of a plan. But with that one, I just knew I was starting up front and wanted to stay there, so I made a couple aggressive moves to stay there, and it worked out. And we ended up getting podium finish out of it, and diced it up front there for most of the race. Justin
Absolutely.
Minazzi,
And
though, that was a great race. Him and Justin and all those guys were putting on a show there.
it's fantastic. I can't wait for race two. Um, with the finish you had for this one, are you kind of same plan going into race number two?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's fair to think that likely will play out similarly. It might be a little bit more aggressive since it's everybody's last shot at one tonight. But I think we got a really good feel for how the cars drive there. They get really light when somebody's tucked up underneath you, so pushing is really tough. I was having trouble being the pusher, so I definitely preferred being the car leading the line or third car in line, just helping generate the run because they get really, really light, especially in the tri-oval and corners, more so than the cup car by a lot. So I think we all are gonna have some things to learn there. We know how the cars drive a little bit more now, so now we know how we can push it, and we'll see where that goes.
Absolutely. And I'm sure you got some shout outs for us.
Of course, thank you to you guys for putting on fantastic broadcasts. Shout out to the whole field there for putting on a super fun one. All the admins from TNR that agreed to pop over here with the speed guys and make this a two-group show. Hopefully, we got a good field tonight, and think everyone's having some fun.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations again. And hopefully, we'll be chatting with you in a little bit.
Sounds like a plan. Let's hope so.
All right, that's Ethan Amberg, our third place finisher here tonight at Talladega for race number one. I'm now joined in victory lane by our winner, driver of the number 82 machine of Munatsi Major. And well, Manazzi, fantastic run there. Talk to us about that last few laps. That was pretty crazy.
Honestly, that whole last like couple laps was just a blur. I don't remember much about it, man. Like the three wide move to the middle, I felt like I have to do just because um it's hard to get runs in this car, and so I felt like any run that I got, I kind of had to take, and there was an opening there, so luckily that worked out for me. And then I got a great push from Ryan Newman. I'm pretty sure it was Ryan Newman, coming through 3 and 4, coming to the checkered flag. And that got me clear to get to the win. So definitely thank you to him for that as well. But it was super fun racing up front. I haven't driven the Xfinity cars on a plate race in like at least a year. So I completely forgot how they drive. And it's so different from the Cup Series cars where you can kind of just like slam draft people and the runs are so big. This one you really got to be more like cognizant of what you're doing. You got to like really think about what it is you're doing, and if you fall behind, it's a lot harder to make up ground. So it was definitely a fun challenge, but super happy to get the win.
Definitely, after learning about that and kind of, almost, I guess, relearning the car, for lack of a better phrase, how do you think you're going to take that info into this next one?
Well, I'm gonna have to because I'm gonna start last. I think it's inverted for the second race, but it'll definitely be a challenge for sure. Like I was saying, it's tough to make passes and tough to get runs. And then it makes you want to take every run you get, but then that's not always the smartest thing to do either. So you have to know like which ones are good runs to take, which ones are not. I was trying to push DeBarro pretty early on in the first race, and he was getting really squirrely just because I wasn't hitting him square. It's kind of hard to tell also like when you're hitting people square in this car also. So just a lot of stuff that I still got to learn and get better at and adapt to. But so far so good, and we'll see how race two goes.
Fair enough. And Manazzi, before I let you go, do you have any shout outs for us?
I'm pretty new to the series, so I don't know who I'm supposed to shout out, but definitely thank you to everybody involved. If you're involved in the series, you know who you are. Thank you guys. Tabletop Trio, you guys for broadcasting everybody. It's pretty fun first race with everybody. So
Awesome.
happy to be
Well,
here.
Well, Manazzi, congrats on the win, and hopefully we'll be chatting with you after race number 2 tonight.
Yep, hopefully. See you guys.
All right, that is Manazzi Major, our winner here tonight for race number 1 here at Talladega. And, well, Joe, this was awesome. Ton of fun for race number 1. Let's take a look at the final results for the race. As getting the win, as we had mentioned, is the 82 of Manazzi Major. Anthony DeBarro comes home in second, with Ethan Amberg in third. Justin Melillo and Martin Plute round out our top 5. Ryan Newman, Philip Scott, Scott Leonard, Jason Shue, and Corey Hutchinson in the top 10. Adam Stewart, the WeltsClothing.com machine, comes home in 11th, with Joey Barrett, Stan Hausman, Samuel Andrews, and Ace House in 15th. Shane Ewing, Jamar Dumas, and Tim Branson in 18th. In 19th, Eric Jeffrey. Nick Simpson comes home 20th. Josiah Vincent 21st. Garrick Gleason 22nd. DJ McAteer, Robert Tripp, and Jeremy Canute all out of the first race. We are going to take a quick break. We'll step aside, and when we come back, we'll have race number 2 here on the Tabletop Trio Podcast Network. And welcome back to tonight's broadcast of the Total Nonstop Racing League WeltsClothing.com doubleheader race number 2. And man, Joe, what a fantastic first race.
Yeah, absolutely. So, do you think that one was the chaos race, or this next one's going to be the chaos race?
You know, I thought that one was going to be the chaos race, but after our interview with Ethan Amberg, he said that, you know, and even chatting with Major as well, they're both like, yeah, we just kind of had to feel out the car and get used to it. And well, now that we're used to it, I don't know. That's my fear right there is, okay, they know what the cars are capable of now. They know, okay, if I push through the tri-oval, they're going to get super light. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That's definitely the question. I'm sure we're going to see some drivers. Oh, huge crash. What in the world?
I think they're just playing bumper cars.
Oh, well, they're trying to make a Mini Cooper here between the 53 and the 82. As that was certainly something. Navarro parks his car, trying to get something fixed there. There's the 4 of Adam Stewart. Again, make sure you check him out online, weltsclothing.com. Both Adam and Scott Stewart, really great company to work with. We got some pretty cool merch, as well as some stickers and all that currently on my water bottle, which is very fun. But make sure you check them out, weltsclothing.com. They've got hats, shirts, beanies, all the fun stuff as my phone alarm goes off in the background.
That's how you know it's race time.
Right? Time to race. Let's go. So just about a little less than 2 minutes left to go here in qualifying. Jason Shu so far fastest with a 52.193. We'll see where everyone else slots in. Josiah Vincent goes fastest overall with a 51.9. Stan Hausman second fastest. Hausman changing up the paint scheme for this race.
Love to see it.
But now he and Nick Simpson, very similar lime green race cars. There's the 39 in the Kenny Irwin Jr. inspired throwback scheme. And then there's Nick Simpson just behind him in the other lime green machine.
I love the color. We will not complain.
Yeah, we need more green race cars.
Yeah.
Apparently green is a unlucky color in racing, but...
Oh, is that why I'm so bad?
Probably.
Is that what I've been doing wrong this whole time?
Honestly, I wouldn't blame you, or I wouldn't doubt it. As look who's fastest on the board as of right now with just about 30 seconds remaining. That's the 4 of Adam Stewart. Stewart with a 51.464. 0.2 faster than the 53. Or 2/100ths, rather. This group here is starting to get a little racy.
I'm going to shout out that 19 of Leonard for a sick Spider-Man paint.
Let's see if we can get a good shot of that. I do appreciate the chrome. Martin Plute goes fastest overall.
The 2003. I'm here for it.
Oh, yeah. Minazzi Major fastest on board now with a 51.21. Tabarro second, 51.22.
I think he did that fastest lap while also wrecking in the process. His car currently doesn't have any front tires.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, that's one way to do it.
I guess you could go faster in the air than on the ground.
That is a fair point. Something friction, something. I don't know. That's just like that. The session comes to an end with only the 24 of, well, there was DJ McAteer was the only driver out on the track, but just like that, the session has gone quiet.
Yep. And the flag guy is going to snap his arm.
And now it's Minazzi Major as our pole sitter here for tonight of race number 2. As Minazzi Major gets the pole with a lap time of 51.216. Anthony DeBarro on his outside, 5/1000ths of a second behind. Shane Ewing, 7/1000ths of a second behind, alongside Martin Plute. Row number 3, we see Adam Stewart with Justin Melillo, Scott Leonard, and Josiah Vincent in row number 4. Row number 5, we see Eric Jeffrey and Nick Simpson with Corey Hutchinson and Jamar Dumas in row number 6. Row number 7, we have Joey Barrett and Ace House with Ethan Amberg and Ryan Newman. Row number 9 is Tim Branson and Jason Shu. Row 10, we see Stan Hausman and DJ McAteer. Row number 11 is Jeremy Canute and Philip Scott, with Samuel Andrews and Garrett Gleason rounding out our 24-car field for race number 2. So the field getting ready to race, everyone in new cars, new strategies, new ideas, new options. This is going to be a fun one to get ourselves ready to go.
Yeah, it's going to be wild because the guys in the front are like, okay, we've learned the car a little bit more, we're going to go faster. And then the guys that crashed last race are like, okay, we're going to go a little bit slower.
It's going to be a little of a midpoint between those two strategies. Over in the chat, Scott Stewart saying, go Adam. And Adam took 11th for 2 firsts.
That's one way to
like
see
it. I like it. So the field pacing underneath the pace car. We'll take a look at the starting lineup. Trying to find where your favorite driver is, as that scrolls across the top of the screen. "24 cars out on track. Largest field we've had at TNR for quite a bit, which is awesome to see.
Yeah, it's always great to see these big packs, especially in races like Talladega.
Yeah. A lot of speed drivers, a lot of TNR drivers. Pace truck pulling off and making his way down pit road as the field under the command of the 82 of Minazzi Major, last race's winner. Field heads off into the start zone as the green flag is out, and we're racing here at Talladega for race number 2. Field moving their way up the gears. Martin Plute jumps to the outside behind the 27 of DeBarro. Jeremy in the chat saying, you mean race smart. Yes.
I know not of that term.
The Homer Simpson quote, "I am smart SMRT." So the field minding their P's and Q's through lap 1. Everyone's side by side. No one really doing anything too wild and crazy. Again, a 30-lap race here tonight. Well, we've got ourselves a great battle brewing right now.
Already 3 wide?
Whoa, big cut down by Ryan Newman in front of the 67. But already 3 wide. The field just kind of... You know how last race I was saying, all right, at this point they're just kind of feeling out the car. Now they know what the car feels like. Let's jump on board now with the... taking a look off the back bumper of the 11 and Nick Simpson. His teammate Jamar Dumas just pushing him, and those two were inseparable in race 1.
That's the benefit of teammates, right?
That's for sure. DeBarro slider machine in front by Anthony DeBarro. No trouble. Big wreck in front. Oh, man. Couple of cars come together. The 133 of Eric Jeffrey gets involved. Anthony DeBarro catches some of it.
Yeah, I don't know. He got squished against the wall a little bit. He could either have a lot of damage or no damage.
Yeah, let's take a look here to see what happened. Take a look at that red number 31. And oh, just 133 and the 31 came together. DeBarro there in the wall. Doesn't look like a whole lot of damage there.
Yeah, it was all front bumper though, so
let's see what happened.
We'll find out.
Oh, big lock up there from the 7. I'm going to take one more look at this time on board from the 7 of Garrett Gleason. And oh, what a stop.
Oof.
Somehow they all survived. There's Eric Jeffrey in the 133. Oh. Let's take a look at that one again. Oh, big wheel hop, and
yeah,
you can just hear the blah, 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 blah. Almost sounded like he was trying to break down for a road course, just downshifted too quick while braking.
Yeah. I mean, his car does have damage too, so I'm sure that didn't help.
No, definitely not. So out front, Martin Plute is your leader. Anthony DeBarro ducks down onto pit road. We'll see how much damage he has.
Yeah.
See a little bit of damage on the right front splitter just by the wheel. And on the left front, just to the left of the Sprite sign there, so... Oh yeah, look at that, some heavy damage there on the left too.
Yeah.
So the field getting themselves ready here. We'll get the one to go next time by. So we'll see what everyone chooses to do. Looks like a couple of drivers ducked down onto pit road that time. Justin Melillo, Josiah Vincent, Garrett Gleason, Jason Shu. Anthony DeBarro still on pit road.
Yeah, after looking a little closer, his front driver is not looking great.
Yeah, let's see if we can get another
The rear chase will give you a good shot.
camera angle here. Yeah, just a little bit of that left front tire there. And you see the field in the background. He's getting ready to drive off. Luckily, doesn't have a whole lot further to go. As he does beat the pace truck. So the field gets the one to go this time by. Martin Plute, Manazzi Major, your front row. Row number 2, we see Shane Ewing alongside Adam Stewart. Scott Leonard, Ryan Newman, row number 3. Joey Barrett and Nick Simpson in row number 4. Stan Hausman, Jamar Dumas rounding out your top 10. So first race, a little hectic. Second race, to be determined.
I'd say so far, well, hectic. I will say I'm on board with DeBarra. I know he usually has some biases set, but that steering wheel does not look great.
Yeah, probably a little bit of steering damage. Let's see if we can... Yeah, could be offset, could be something else, but we will certainly have to keep an eye out on that as the pace truck pulls off, field in the command of the 81 of Martin Plute. 82 laying back quite a bit on the initial or the restart here as the green flag is out. We're back racing here at Talladega. 23 laps to go. Plute gets a good jump out of the restart zone. Garrett Gleason getting a good push from Tim Branson. Bunch of cars trying to make some position changes there. So there's Ryan Newman pushing about a car length off of the 4 of Adam Stewart. Meanwhile, middle of the pack here, we got 3 wide. This here for right around 15th-ish. Just some really fun racing all the way through this pack.
Absolutely. This is one of those tracks that make the cars look like they're going so slow, and then you realize they're doing like a $190.
Yeah, we see here DJ McAteer currently going 187 miles an hour. And if you get some help there from the 91 of Andrews behind him, he's probably going to, yep, there he goes, 190. Heading off into turn 1. This top line trying to gain some momentum. That's the 53 of Melillo getting pushed by Philip Scott. '87 has a bit of a break, but he's back in business. Very cool to see these guys all pushing nose to tail. Big push there from the 81 of Plute to the back bumper of Adam Stewart. Major to the stop side. He looks to block the 67 of Joey Barrett. See the field just jostling for position further back in the pack. Big push coming there from the 67. Stewart just behind him, and oh, trouble in the back. That's the 24, DJ McAteer. A couple of cars go spinning, and we're under our second caution. Let's take a look. Just a lot of jostling for position there. As the 3 came up a little bit on the Ace House, and McAteer just wrong place at the wrong time. Let's take one more look here. This time from the 3, Jason Shu. Yeah, just the 47 and the 3 came together. And, oh, little tap there from the 7 of Gleason. He's able to keep it safe.
Sorry about that. Had a little bit of network issues on my side.
Well, you just missed the 24 going for a bit of a spin towards the infield. Hence why we're under caution here.
You always love to see it.
Working our second caution of the race, this time on lap 11. We'll see if any drivers elect to come down pit road. Looks like Jamar Dumas will not go down pit road. But guys like Ace House, Garrett Gleason, and a handful of others will. Oh yeah, look at the 27 at DeBarro actually right here. The way his car's just a little out of whack. Some left front damage.
A little bit.
So DeBarro going to get some of that damage fixed. Jason Shu down and away. Ace House, after getting caught up with the 3 and the 24, he'll duck down. DJ McAteer probably going to have to go towards the end of the longest line for pitting under a closed pit when he's spun. But he should be okay otherwise. So we'll see what we look to come together for. Again, we should get the 1 to go this time by once more. Tim Branson begins to roll. Eric Jeffrey likely beginning to roll here as well. There is Anthony DeBarro looking to roll as well, trying to get as much damage fixed as he can after getting caught up in that early wreck. So just before halfway, getting the 1 to go this time by.
Barrow's steering looks much better. I guess his pit crew was able to hammer that back into alignment.
It's like seeing the, it's kind of like seeing the one gif of Martin Truex Jr.'s pit crew pulling out the giant concrete saw to fix the car.
Boat fix.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that. He's actually turning the steering wheel towards the left to make the turn instead of to the right, so. We will certainly see how this all plays out as this race goes on. But meanwhile, out front, the pace truck pulls off. Field yet again in the hands of Minanci Major. Green flag is back out. 17, now 16 laps remaining. 67 getting a good push there from the 81. Major goes up to block Barrett. And that leaves Martin Plu all by himself on the top side, waiting for Nick Simpson and company to come catch him. Mid-pack cars slicing and dicing. That's the 81 just in front of this. Trying to make a move is the 39 of Stan Hausman to the top side, just behind the 53. Couple of green cars on the top line. Nick Simpson leads that charge. Josiah Vincent gets pushed out to the middle lane. He's in front of the 82 of the 81 rather of Martin Plute. Adam Stewart
trying
goes
to
up
push
the block.
I said Plute looks like he's trying to push anybody who's willing.
Yeah, I think there gets to a point where a little bit of frustration maybe sets in, where you're just kind of stuck and you want to get going, but no one wants to push you, so you kind of have to make your own move and hope someone decides to go with you. As Nick Simpson catches the outside wall. He's going to cut down, trying to save the car. A little bit of the wall glue phenomenon there we see from the 11, but he's able to keep it straight and keep it in the pack too. Canute shoots out to the top side, trying to get around the 19 of Scott Leonard. Trying to side draft his way up towards the front, but it's going to be tough sledding for him as he's the only car on the top side. He's hoping someone jumps out in front of him, but doesn't look like he's going to have any help.
Whoa.
A little bit of contact, couple of cars spinning, or almost spinning. Now here comes Jason Shue. He goes around. Big wreck there through turns 3 and 4.
Yeah, not the smoke you want to see coming out of that car.
Certainly not. Let's take a look to see what had happened. They were already, I mean, look at this already. Side by side. And it just looked like a big checkup. Happened right here, right around the 31. A huge checkup in front. 3180, 3199, 27. 4 kind of came up, got into the 3. Nowhere for all. Was that Martin Plute that was involved? It was. Where did he come from? As he was up towards the front of the field.
Yeah, he kind of got left out to dry.
And unfortunately, it looks like a ton of right front damage. See that right front tire not spinning the way it should. Oh, or at all.
Well, not at all, really. No, there it goes. It just needed some assistance.
Some, what's the word? A little persuasion, if you will.
Yeah, that's fine. You needed to flatten out the bottom a little bit.
It'll be fine. So no takers towards the front making their way on the pit road. Looks like Adam Stewart, Philip Scott, and a couple of the other drivers who were involved in that. And that was just, honestly, Joe, that was just one of those wrecks where it kind of became just a chain reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, let's take a look here. Let's rewind it just a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's right in the middle of the pack. Anybody from behind is like, well...
Yeah, well, okay then. Because, I mean, we'll jump on board here with the 27 of DeBarro. And just look at how quickly everything changes. Oh, brutal hit to the 81. Let's take another look here at the 81. Just nowhere he could go.
Yeah. As iRacing tries to figure out if he should not have a bumper hood.
Oh, just awful luck. So the field should be getting the one to go this time by. Working our third caution here, coming to lap 19.
Unfortunately, with that big hit, it does look like that put Plute out of the race.
So very tough break for that 81 machine. He was having a great run at the start of race number 2.
Absolutely. That is the chaos of Talladega.
Ain't that the truth?
On the plus side, he's got a front row seat over live with us.
That is true.
Gotta take the small wins.
Yeah, racing or sitting and watching with us. What is the better opportunity here? So field working their way into turn 3. I feel the worst for Anthony DeBarro because he just got his car fixed. He was, just now finally able to kind of dice his way up into the field. And another wreck happens right in front of him.
Yep. He slams right into the guy in front of him with a brake check.
So the field into the restart zone they go. Green flag is in the air. 10 laps remaining. This is where things are going to get dicey here at Talladega.
They haven't yet.
Dicier. Major down to the bottom side. That's the 2 of Josiah Vincent to the outside. He's got Leonard just behind him. Shane Ewing getting a big push from Jamar Dumas. Vincent Leonard staying up top. Some more diciness in the front of the field, all the way through the field. As the 53 goes all the way down below the yellow line. Looks like he had to try to save it or something, but meanwhile up front, big push is coming. Now Melillo to the top side. He's just on the bottom under the yellow line. More pushing and shoving mid-pack. Vincent to the top side, 3 wide for the lead. Vincent leads that lap. Oh,
Nope.
trouble! Huge wreck. The 87's involved, the 24, the 19, the 47.
I think the list is short if you say who wasn't.
Philip Scott. Looks like he was able to get woed up and not into anything. But, man, that was...
Yeah, I lost count.
Everything happens so quickly here.
Yeah, when you're in the front like that, there's nowhere to go when you're behind him.
Yeah, let's take a look here. It looks like the 53 of Melillo already sideways, but as I say that, there's the 28 of Jamar Dumas.
Also sideways.
Also very sideways.
Yeah. With the 19 of Leonard also sideways.
Yeah, so let's try to back that one up a little bit more, eh? Let's look at the spotter cam going here. And let's just kind of see what happened. The 19 all the way at the top of the track. Oh, the 67 looks like came up. The 28, honestly, that shunt just kind of put him down below the yellow line, allowed him to keep going. But that was interesting. The 19's up there, the 82 with a bit of damage. Oh, yeah, and just nothing anyone could do. And again, Anthony DeBarro, just wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah, I think same goes for Ace House on that one.
And did Garrett avoid that again?
I think he did.
Let's take a look at that. If we can. There we go. Wow. Just the easiest thing to do there. Whoa!
Jeez.
Easiest thing, like you said. Just, if they're wrecking in front of you, you got no one behind you, just stop.
Yeah. Let's see who goes down pit. Or who doesn't.
So likely 2 laps remaining here before we go back green. Garrett Gleason currently sitting in 11th. Major, Jeffrey, Simpson, Dumas, McAteer, Melillo, Canute, Andrews, Leonard, Ace House. All drivers currently getting serviced. Looks like House, Plute, Shu, and Branson all out of the race.
Didn't look like House took a ton of damage, but I guess, it's fickle.
Yeah, let's take one more look here to see what happened. As there is House on the top side. Oh, yeah. Definitely a lot of damage there. Some smoke there coming off the car as well, so he may have had the bad pop. Guilty Spark saying, man, I was looking forward to a 9-lap shootout. Saying he's also not an oval guy, admittedly, but this has been pretty entertaining. That is for sure. Talladega never disappoints.
Nah. Too much speed. With that wreck, the front of the pack has significantly changed.
Yeah, we're seeing guys like Josiah Vincent, Joey Barrett, Ryan Newman, Stan Hausman, Adam Stewart. Some of these guys just kind of have been hanging out all race. And oh yeah, not to mention this guy, Anthony DeBarros, somehow finds a way. I think he's been involved in almost all, probably all 4 of these incidents in one way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I do believe you are correct.
So we're going to be having a 4-lap shootout when we get the green flag. Nothing could possibly go wrong now.
Nah. Remember, they know the cars. It's fine. It's going to be interesting with Stewart because I do see his front bumper does have damage.
Yeah, so he may be best suited to be a pusher as opposed to a pushy.
Yeah.
But we are certainly going to find out here as the pace car pulls off the field in the command of the two of Josiah Vincent into the restart zone. They go. Green flag is in the air. 4-lap shootout, and oh, DJ McAteer gets a little bit of contact from the 53. I think he may have had a bit of a blink. Let's take a look at that real quick. As what happened there. Oh, the 11 blinked. 24 had to slow up. Oh,
he killed the pace car driver.
Pace car driver has been injured. But meanwhile, out front, McAteer just such awful luck this season.
Yeah. 2 for 2.
Three laps remaining. Vincent remains the leader. Joey Barrett all over his back bumper. Shane Ewing on the top side. Ryan Newman just behind him with Adam Stewart. I think Stewart's best bet is just to stick to the bumper of the 15, go wherever the 15 goes.
Yeah.
Oh, trouble. 31, a little bit of contact there. The 82, some more contact. And we're looking at overtime now.
I guess that Welts front bumper couldn't get any better, so might as well.
Let's take a look here at what happened to the 31 car. One more look at it, this time from the 4. Just a little bit of contact there. I don't know if the 4 was trying to get in or what had happened. But tough break.
Yeah, new pace car's out. I think this is a different driver. F's in the chat for the first one.
It is RIP in peace, that guy. So we're going to re-rack and do this one all over again in overtime. Likely nobody will be heading down pit road aside from maybe 1 or 2 other cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 82 heading down. He got some damage, caught up with the 4. Jeffrey still trying to fix his car. So the field pacing, waiting for drivers to finish up with their pit service. Not to jinx anything, but man, how great would it be if the 99 and the 7 linked up one final time? Get that 7 car to the front.
Anything is possible.
That would be absolutely incredible. One driver I'd love to have join us in the booth to finish out the season if he's got time would be Garrett. Absolutely fantastic with having color commentary with him, and a 3-man booth would just be fun. So we're getting the 1 to go here. And we are in for a treat. Overtime here at Talladega. If they wreck before the white flag, they'll re-rack and do it again. If they wreck after the white flag, you keep going. So they just got to survive 1 lap to make this race official. Can they do it? That's the question.
It's a $1 million question.
The other question is, will we see a new winner here at TNR? Vincent, Barrett, Hausman technically, Newman. All drivers new to TNR via the Speed iRacing series. Shane Ewing has won before. Adam Stewart has not. Jamar Dumas has, but it has been a while. Same for Garrett Gleason. Philip Scott also in the mix, as well as Anthony DeBarro. So this will get interesting. Pace truck pulls off. The field taking a long, slow journey into the restart zone. Josiah Vincent gets on the loud pedal and we're back racing. 2 to go here at Talladega. Barrett gets in behind the 2 of Vincent. Moving behind him, Stan Hausman to the top side. He's got Ethan Amberg just behind him. That top line much better formed up. Barrett looks to block. Vincent looks to block. Big push from Newman to Shane Ewing. Here comes Stan Hausman with a head of steam. Now to turn 4. Everyone minding their own business. White flag coming this time by. White flag is out. 1 more lap to go. Vincent has the lead, looking to hold off the 67 of Barrett with Shane Ewing waiting in the wings. Side by side a little bit further back. Hal's been able to slot in front of the 4 of Adam Stewart, but meanwhile out front, Ewing has a run. Can't quite do anything with it. He's going to fall back. Here comes Ryan Newman. Newman gives a big push. Vincent about a car length in front. He may want to try to back up to the nose of the 67. He's going to block. Barrett to the top side. Barrett sneaks back down low. Here comes Ryan Newman. Through the trioval they go. They wreck behind across the line. It's Josiah Vincent winning race number 2.
And a second crazy finish.
Vincent, Newman, Barrett. That's your podium.
Those are all 3 new racers.
The top 9 drivers, all less than a second separating them.
Wild.
What a finish. What a finish. What a race. What a doubleheader.
It's absolutely crazy. I don't know which one was more chaotic. I know which one had more yellows, but
I feel like the answer is both. Somehow, some way, the answer was both. So as Josiah Vincent burns it down, Joe, I believe you've caught up with our 3rd place finisher, driver the 67, Joey Barrett.
hey, Joey, congratulations on the podium finish. Overtime at Talladega is as crazy as it could get. Walk us through kind of the final laps there with you.
Wow. Well, it was definitely crazy. I'm not a huge fan of the super speedways. It's just always you just pray that you're gonna make it and survive. But when the racing is good, it's really good, and um, I'm grateful. Josiah's my teammate, and so it was good to see him win. And I think this is my second ever podium in an iRacing league, first one here, and it feels good. And I know nobody really knows me that are the regulars in this league, but everything that I heard from the chat from the guys on Discord, there seemed like a bunch of really cool guys. There are guys taking, owning up to faults and things like that, and that I really appreciate hearing that. Just it's good to have a bunch of guys that are down to earth and fun to race with. So I look forward to running more races with them here in the future.
Absolutely. And you were saying there's a lot of guys here. It's a good blend. You had a teammate up front. Uh, Everything with those final laps happening kind of crazy. Uh, was your positioning kind of planned, or were you trying to get your teammate up in the front? Were you trying to make a run for it?
I mean, I tried to make. I had a good run off the last corner, but then I lost momentum, and then I saw Newman coming, so I knew at that point I wasn't winning. But I don't know how you all feel about it, but the thing I hate the most in iRacing is starting a restart on the top side at the end of a race. That is the most nerve-wracking thing ever. I'm like, I know you guys can't see my setup, but I'm like the Harry Potter of iRacing. Like I literally have my rig in this little cubby hole underneath the stairs. And so I don't have room for three screens. So like I can't see to the left and to the right, especially, on those restarts. So I'm just like, I hope I'm not in front of my teammate and get a black flag. So I'm very happy with the finish, and congratulations to Josiah on the win.
Absolutely. And before I let you go, do you have any shout outs for us?
Um, just a shout out to you guys. I haven't listened to the broadcast yet, but I appreciate the invite to this league, and a number of guys from Speed are coming over, and just thankful for the opportunity, and look forward to getting to know everybody.
Sounds awesome. Well, congratulations again, and hopefully we'll be chatting with you in future races.
Yeah. God bless you guys.
Alrighty, that's Joey Barrett, our third place finisher here tonight at Talladega, now joined by our second place finisher, driver of the number 15 car, Ryan Newman. And well, Ryan, congrats on the second place finish. Pretty hairy race there. Talk us through the restart there and your overtime.
Yeah, it was a lot of bumping and pushing, and maybe some people, trying to be where they shouldn't be. But yeah, Noah's able to keep the number 15 car straight and make a push there at the end. That was just talking to a couple other guys. Both those races were a blast.
Yeah, and we saw, kind of like you said, a lot of bumping, a lot of pushing, a lot of guys just kind of, forcing the car. It looks like, watching the replay now, coming to the white flag, you were in about seventh place ish, give or take. I mean, how did you get from there all the way up to second and, just kind of making the right moves?
Yeah, committing to that bottom line there at the end definitely helped. Initially coming to the restart, I really wanted to jump up there with Stan and Ethan, kind of work with those guys. We raced together on Thursday nights and really make a push. But I guess thankfully I was held down and never made it up there, and just tried to avoid what was probably inevitable, what was going to come.
Yeah, and we luckily everyone is able to kind of mind their P's and Q's for the most part. A little more, little few more cautions than I think we really expected. How is it getting that rhythm from, all right, cool, we're going to, all right, caution flag, pace laps are long under yellow. How do you, kind of manage that mental focus?
Yeah, just being in a voice chat with some of those guys from the speed racing series, be able to talk, just check each other's cars, just have conversations, stay focused. Yeah, I mean, they're darn near 2-minute pace laps, so those can get redundant, and just try to stay loose, get ready, and stay focused on, the restarts were big there. I felt that, you give yourself a little bit of room, you could definitely make a run and get a good start.
Definitely. And, looking forward now to next week, racing at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. What are your thoughts about heading to the Brickyard next?
I'm going to get some practice. It takes a little bit more skill to race at Indianapolis Motor Speedway than it does at Talladega Super Speedway. So, going to turn some laps this week and try to get practice and come back and hopefully get another strong finish like I did in the first and second race tonight.
Awesome. Well, Ryan, before we let you go, I'm sure you have some shout outs. So let's hear them.
Shout out to the guys that run the speed racing series on Thursday for me to jump into their general chat tonight. Stan, Ethan, Martin, they do a phenomenal job with that league on Thursday nights. And then my teammates, unfortunately, none of them were there tonight. The Gold Octopus Motorsports guys that I race with throughout the week, just constantly helping push each other and get each other faster and quicker and smarter on the track with the racecraft. Obviously, want to thank you guys for the broadcast as well as the TNR guys for hosting and welcoming us in with welcome arms tonight.
Awesome. Well, Ryan, congrats on the second place finish, and hopefully we'll be chatting with you next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
All right. That's Ryan Newman, our second place finisher. And Joe, I believe you've made your way down to victory lane and you've caught up with our winner, Josiah Vincent.
Hey, Josiah, congratulations on the win at Talladega in overtime.
Thank you.
What's going through your mind with that?
Just really happy. That was a lot of fun racing tonight. It's my first time hopping over here in this league. Both races I thought were really fun. I thought it was good, clean racing. We're always going to have those kind of mistakes here at these types of tracks, cause big wrecks and stuff. But I know in that first race we were 3 wide, multiple rows deep for quite a while, and that's a lot of fun. But yeah, just really pleased to be here and fun night.
Absolutely. And with the super speedways, obviously it's rarely a solo effort. Who were you working with tonight, and did your relationships hold up over time?
It was kind of go with whoever would help you for the most part, like whatever move would benefit you if you were in the pack. And then once you got out front, you could kind of team up with guys. So had my buddy and teammate there, Joey Barrett. He was behind me there on those last 2 or 3 restarts. So he helped me out a lot there at the end and last lap. Gloves were off and it was just trying not to wreck each other, but also try to win too. So, but it all worked out pretty well.
Absolutely. And with all those restarts, what caution kind of gave you the best outcome for you? And did you have any close calls?
Yeah, there was, I can't remember what lap it was. It was towards the end before we started getting the rash of cautions. I had a run on the outside. I think might have been Martin who was pushing me, Martin Plute, and the 4 poked out to try and stall the run, which it's no fault of him. That's what we do here. And I went pretty high to try and avoid him. And I think that caused that ended up being one of the big wrecks. Maybe not because that move, but shortly thereafter, because it took out Plute. And then after that restart, me and Minozzi were kind of battling each other, and I got a really good push from Scott Leonard, and we put Minozzi there in the middle. And I remember coming out of turn 2, I think, up high, and was able to clear them. And I went down low, and then I think a bunch of them wrecked behind me then. And after that, it was just a series of restarts and trying to time those and trying to see what line will move and try and stall them.
Absolutely. Well, it ended up all with the victory here tonight. So congratulations again. And I'm sure you got some shout outs before I let you go.
Yeah, I'd like to thank my teammate there, Joey Barrett. He helped me out a lot. He's my best friend. He's been by my side a long time, and I'm new to the series. I'm still learning the sponsors, but I'm pretty sure Jason Shu has a lawn service, and I think he sponsors the series. So thank you, Jason Shu. Thank you to you as well for broadcasting, and a lot of fun. Looking forward to some more races with you guys.
Sounds great. Well, congratulations again, and hopefully we'll be chatting with you in future races.
All right, thanks, man.
All right, that's Josiah Vincent, our winner here tonight at Talladega. And Joe, let's take a look at the final results for tonight's race. Getting the win in race number 2 is Josiah Vincent, with Ryan Newman and Joey Barrett your top 3. Shane Ewing comes home in 4th, with Stan Hausman in 5th. Ethan Amberg in 6th. Jamar Dumas comes home in 7th. Garrett Gleason will ride off into the sunset with a top 10 finish, finishing in 8th, with Anthony DeBarro in 9th and Justin Melillo in 10th. Jeremy Knute comes home in 11th, with Corey Hutchinson in 12th. Manazzi Major in 13th, Adam Stewart 14th, Samuel Andrews 15th, Philip Scott in 16th, with Nick Simpson in 17th, and Eric Jeffrey in 18th. 19th, we see DJ McAteer, Scott Leonard in 20th, Ace House 21st, Jason Shue 22nd, Tim Branson 23rd, and Martin Plute rides shotgun on the 24-car field. Well, that will just about do it for us tonight. You can join us next Monday evening right around 8 o'clock Eastern, 8:20 Eastern, actually, for the Total Nonstop Racing League, as we take a trip to the Brickyard and Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So, for one final time, I'm Bob.
I'm Joe.
And this has been the WeltsClothing.com doubleheader at Talladega. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.